Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, ImperialDane, defender of the fatherland, hero of the Reich, master of propaganda, here to deliver to you another episode of the Propagandacast. And of course, we're going to be expecting 2 episodes if all goes well today, since I did recently receive 1,400 subscribers. And of course, a big thanks to all of my subscribers, all my fans. Keep, of course, spreading the word, keep more subscribing, and of course, one day I shall be the biggest. Until that day, of course, we'll just keep having fun. Who shall be fighting right here in lovely Sturzdorf? It shall be, well, ImperialDane, that magnificent bastard, fighting for the 17th SS Panzergrenadier Division Götz von Berlichingen. Opposing him shall be GAM 6363, a rank 12 American fighting for the 4th Infantry Division right here, hoping to push through in the Ardennes area, and of course the 17th SS hoping to rather ensure that doesn't happen. So let us begin, and of course, one quick note about this game. This is actually my first game after having a rather large break, you know, a week or 2 after that whole holiday business, so I'm in fact a bit rusty. So do be quite aware of that. I'm probably going to be making a few silly mistakes because, well, again, I'm a bit out of my game. But not fully, you know, I've still got all the good bits, but there might be a few slip-ups here and there. Barracks going up for GAM 6363. The 4th Infantry Division not giving up, but certainly the 17th SS is not either. The 17th SS by this stage of the war still was reasonably well, but it certainly didn't have the best reputation either. And certainly there have been talk about some generals who in fact actually stopped giving it all the stuff it gets and rather gave it to more worthy divisions. But that didn't happen. So a little fun fact there. Volksgrenadiers on the way. Also, fun fact about the one of the differences between, you know, besides the SS, between a Panzergrenadier division and a SS Panzergrenadier divisions, in that sense, also applies to SS Panzer divisions, regular Panzer divisions. The Panzergrenadier regiments and a regular sort of non-SS unit would only have 2 battalions, whereas the SS would have 3 battalions in each regiment, so they would actually have a lot more men to actually sort of get killed or use, of course, compared to a regular army unit. And then, of course, it's not something you actually hear that much about either, but nonetheless thought that was actually a pretty vital and interesting bit there. 2nd Volksgrenadier team on the way, securing this munitions point. Rather feel I might as well use them for that. No point in getting them caught up with some rifle and run away if they could lose, so might as well wait for the other chaps to move up and support them. Plus I got myself some munitions that way. High munitions point here being secured, riflemen moving through here in the east, rather definitely planning to secure this area, not a bad idea. And munitions there have been secured, of course. I'd rather note that, oh wait, he's securing points there. 2nd Volksgrenadier team ready. Moving into this building to do a bit of reconnaissance, of course. You will note that it does give you a bit increased line of sight, thus giving me an idea of what's going on here. Could there be some nasty riflemen about? I see not. So advance. Rifleman immediately going for the fuel points. Of course, we can already imagine here that our American friend does have a rather fuel-heavy strategy in mind. So, of course, he might be going for some vehicles, he might be going for some BARs, but I rather think vehicles could be more likely, or something similar. Of course, he could also be going for tanks, perhaps in lieu of BARs. Volksgrenadiers going towards the center, and rather here, of course, I do make a bit of a mistake. I actually end up floating a bit of resources here. What again you call pretty bad. I had rather forgotten. I thought I had trained an MG42, but again, you know, a bit rusty, and you might sort of make those slight mistakes there. But setting up sandbags here to protect this area, while my Volksgrenadier is going for this munitions point. Being a bit nasty, perhaps hoping to draw him in to an engagement, but sadly not. At this stage, of course, I rather realize, oh bother, and go immediately for some more Volksgrenadiers so I can push on. Wiring off this area, rather figured that could help. Americans going for the high munitions point of mine, that's less good. Further riflemen on the way, engineers hiding here. And some riflemen sneaking about here, mines being laid down there. And an MG42 on the way as well. Volksgrenadier is moving here from the center towards the west to oust the riflemen from there. At least want to protect the higher fuel point I have. 3rd Volksgrenadier team ready, but might be moving that towards here to keep that munitions point secure, at least ensure the Americans can't get it fully. And there you go, Volksgrenadiers advancing. Opening up on those dastardly Americans. And the Americans rather swiftly get up, but not before they render this point neutral. And then they move in through here. Rather a bit of early harassment already keeping me on the move, making things a bit harder for me to establish a serious front line. And of course moving in towards the center, so I quickly have to counterattack again, leave my pioneers to take some points. Laying down some mines on the road just in case it does decide to go for the early M8. I do apologize for my cold riflemen down there, but they do manage to take that munitions point. That's good. Engineers taking some losses to the Panzergrenadiers. Also note the sort of placement of the sandbags also protects in case, of course, they decide to try and flank. They won't be that easily flanked then. Riflemen hiding up there. And just firing away at this position, of course. The building here doesn't actually provide a lot of firing points at this angle. Only two, of course. I might want to consider getting up some sandbags here to protect against whatever shots that might be coming out there nonetheless. And then going in fact he gets BARs, which of course makes it a bit more of a viable position. And here we go, large attack moving in on the center. Volksguns in cover, some not. Engineers with flamethrowers, and in that case, of course, I'd rather decide to quickly switch my targets to the flamethrower engineers as soon as possible. And of course, I do also note that he's actually trying to flank, so I move the MG42 to cover that. And now he moves in with the flamethrower from the other side, of course, hoping to catch my MG42 or something else, ordering the Volksgunners to focus down the engineers, including the pioneers. Riflemen getting suppressed, though, at the same time by the MG42, allowing the Volksgunners up close to fire off some good shots. And there we go, heavy losses, all due to the fact, again, sort of good usage of the MG42, good use of prioritizing. And of course, a flamethrower team is a pretty high target, no matter what flank it comes from, because it can pretty much instantly set a lot of your men on fire. Volksgunners here not quite getting the full benefit of the cover, I fear. But still keeping those riflemen at bay. Sniper ready. Rather figure in this case, of course, he's gone BAS, and I'd rather figure at this stage, why not try the sniper? And Trier Center going up here for Mr. Garm. So of course he's quite keen on keeping his troops at full health. Volksgunners keep firing here, a bit of barbed wire to sort of protect the flanks, and these make it harder to move through. I could of course also lay a mine down here, of course. But we got spot. Volksgunners forced away though. Skirmish phase has been reached. Fuel points being secured for the fatherland. The 17th SS having secured this. And also moving in to secure some more munitions if possible. More barbed wire. I mean, again, might as well lay down as much as possible, making it much harder for your opponent to move about. And generally just making it very hard for your opponent to move about, and in particular also to just get close to your MG42s and say, for example, a building. That was rather the idea here. Volksgunners getting reinforced again. Again, floating a bit of resources, not good. Need to get back, perhaps get a creek bags, and again, our American friend is on the move. Getting ready for another assault. Spotted here. And he's lining up here at least, definitely.
We are losing ground.
Looks like he might be pushing through in the north. Oh dear, oh dear. And I'd rather spot something going on here in the west. One rifleman team away due to the presence of mines. And still not the creek bags. Come on, Dane, don't be that rusty, please. But another mine and some more riflemen and engineers dead. Of course, the sniper also having a bit of fun. And there we go, another down. And there we go, creek bags going up. Both pioneer teams, of course, getting to work on it, just in might as well. And again, a bit more barbed wire. Sort of again to sort of protect entrances and of course make it a bit harder for him to move about. Engineers laying down mines here. This is good. This is very nice. Volksgunners trying to take back that munitions point. Others trying to take this munitions point, perhaps hoping to draw him out into a nasty situation. Who knows? All a bit quiet though, and there we go, rifleman moving in. And I rather realize I can't actually cover my Volksgunners there, but I do see a grenade. So rather heavy infantry approach, Trier Center, barracks, riflemen with BARs, all that. So of course, and again, floating quite too much there. Sniper opening up, might get some grenadiers. Come on, Dane. Grenadiers now. Also getting a Pack 38 just in case though. And of course I might also be getting a medic bunker. In fact, if I remember not completely incorrectly. And there we go, again setting both pioneers to build that. Rifleman continuing to hide up here, protecting this munitions point. And he's going straight for the tank depot, of course having held all those fuel points for quite a bit of while. And of course still having spent some, but still not fully, so there we go.
We are ready to push back the pioneers here.
And going straight for the medic bunker to sort of keep me going a bit longer approach. But I do need to be a bit more swift, and I do need to launch some proper attacks to retake some points. Of course I've been a bit too passive, a bit too defensive in this game so far. Not quite what I like. We're beginning to move men towards the east, laying down some mines in the same time though. Folks going to take up position here, opening up on the rifleman there. And going blitzkrieg. Folks going down. Sort of claiming to that piece of sandbags, but sadly they don't really fully use it though. But Grenadiers have arrived, could be trying to push it through here. And Engineers force away the Pioneers. More Volksgunners moving in. So keep up the attack. Volksgunners retreating though. Medics move in to pick up the wounded. What a good conscientious commander does. Keep his men reasonably alive. And if they get wounded, he picks them up and gets them back on their feet. Volksgunners moving in against the Engineers. Have to be careful though near those mines. But the Engineers in fact end up retreating. It looks like an American friend has lost a bit of his steam, his fire. Of course, he might of course be hoping to gather all of his resources together for an early tank. And of course, 10 minutes into the game, that's going to be pretty early. Grenadiers still moving in. And getting a mortar to bomb them out in this case. Getting ready to push forwards. Again, medics pulling in the wounded. And there we go, the first mortar round of the day. Bit of spot wire there. And there we go, the riflemen are getting mortared now. And there we go, minesweeper just in case. Of course I don't know he has gone for any directly, but it's never a bad assumption to make. And there we go, minefield has been spotted. And sadly I lose the pioneer team right there. That was a bit of a mismove. But getting off some assault grenades on the rifleman. Rifleman moving away. And setting off the mine, killing some of his own men. Of course also some mine. And I am wasting that assault. That wasn't quite what I had intended. Of course the east is open now. So of course if I decide to move forwards. BAR left behind. And we are seeing the Sherman now on the way. Probably a Sherman. At least I hope it's a Sherman, not a tank. So otherwise I'm going to have to sort of downgrade my opinion of him. Of medics picking up further wounded. They're certainly going to be having a busy day. Further riflemen moving forwards. Volksgunners fighting away. Sniper moving in to support as well. And there we go. M4 Sherman ready to support the 4th Infantry Division. Riflemen moving forwards down the road. Volksgunners caught out in the open as well. Sniper opening up on the rifleman though. And riflemen taking quite some losses to the combined Volksgunners and sniper combo. Engineers moving in to flank perhaps. Catch the sniper. Sniper will have to retreat. And there we go. And oh dear.
One of our snipers is down.
Sherman gets the sniper. That was less fortunate. Even got a retreating Volksgrenadier. And of course I rather realise I have to move in everything to get that Sherman knocked out. And again, here my mining of the roads turn out to be advanced. Of course vehicles and tanks will use roads for the fastest movements. Of course there we go. And right now opening up on the Sherman with as much fury as can be mustered. And main gun destroyed, engine damaged. And now the shots just keep bouncing off. Grenadiers have been reformed from the medic bunker. That's great, lovely. Now the packs just need to hunt down this Sherman before it's too late and it gets repaired again. MG42 keeping this American assault at bay. Sherman of course trying to get away, and there we go. One shot just barely knocks it out. I'm pretty sure the American commander is swearing and cursing Of course, things are not safe yet. They're going for the assault phase. Quickly scanning the munitions of the tank, and of course that is something not all players do quite right away. And moving about my Pak 38 to cover either approach. Now we are seeing artillery moving in here. Trying of course to protect his fuel line. Setting off a mine of his own though. Bit of a waste of 150 munitions if you ask me. Of course that also means he's gone infantry. Scammy phase has been reached. Panzergrenadier equipped for some of my grenadiers. Storm Armory hopefully on the way soon. And the Pioneers just keep sounding in that Sherman. And second Sherman ready. When one fails, hopefully another one will succeed if used judiciously. I'm quickly moving in to recapture all of this. Or capture it all in fact, since I've never actually had it so far in this game. Sherman moving in here. And this Pak 38 though turns out to be less than smartly placed. But there we go, opening up on the Sherman nonetheless. Assaulting the MG42. MG42 needs to get out there, and there we go. Attacking through here as well. Mortar firing away in support. Grenadier slightly pulling back. Of course, the Pak 38 is in a bit of trouble. False Grenadiers will have to move into support. Quickly. Further Grenadiers counter-attacking. Need to ensure this does not spread. And assaulting with the False Grenadiers on the flamethrower engineers. Stunning the riflemen, in fact, just as intended. In fact, believe it or not. Assault. American assault has been repealed. Oh dear, my apologies for that. Got a bit of a cold. Oh dear, actually Aldrich was supposed to have a look at him. Oh, I'm really sorry, I got caught up. Sorry again. It's going to be a busy day with that second cast, but nonetheless, let's have a look at him. Infantry, of course, quite a bit of munitions. Has he laid down any observation posts? No. Fancy that. Of course, he has been holding a lot of this, including both 16 munitions points for quite some time, so of course he does have a lot. And of course, a mid-game analysis, what is the situation? Well, it's certainly looking a bit dire for him. I mean, taking some loss, but still he does have most of his forces intact, despite the loss of his Sherman. Of course, he could still break through. I am still in a slightly less mobile situation, of course, which could allow him to break through. But at the same time, I do have more infantry than him at this stage. 3 False Grenadier teams and 2 Grenadier teams. That rather puts me at the advantage in terms of infantry. So let us return to this, in fact. And of course, with the Sherman, he does have an advantage, but he needs something extra, I think. He certainly needs to get off some artillery on those packs as they fire, perhaps. That would certainly be a good move, and he probably also got to get the medic station up earlier. Grenadiers and False Grenadiers attacking. And assault on the rifle. No, that's just a grenade, sorry. We're moving in to hunt the Sherman. And engineers under fire right away. Sherman got hit. Repeat, Sherman got hit. And there's still quite a few mines from me laying about. Of course, making things a bit more difficult for him to move about. And of course, there we go. More mines hit. Attacking through the west. And the Pak 38, though, is quite exposed. With only some support weapons and the False Grenadier team ready to protect. We'll have to move in to sort of protect my flank and hopefully my Pak 38. Oh dear. Sherman, though, need repairs. Another on the way. He's really going for the armored approach. Mortar firing, MG42 moving up to try and protect the pack. Grenadiers opening up both with Panzergrenadiers just in case we see more. Shermans, of course, just in case it goes for my packs. And Sturmgeschütz ready, yes indeed. And a Panzergrenadier sets us online. That was less than sterling. Rifleman team down. Rifleman on the way, in fact. And setting off a mine. Oh, bugger, killing off another Pak 38. That was less than spectacular, and no wounded for the medic to pick up. Interesting enough, though, there was no attempt at calling in some artillery on that medic bunker. That could actually have knocked it out. Very odd. Stuke pushes onwards, and one good shot there. 2 riflemen dead. False Grenadiers attacking in support. Using that nice piece of sandbags laid down earlier as well for a bit of help. And another assault, another engineer down, and another full retreat from American friend. All for the low cost of 50 munitions. Stug advances.
Ground out there.
Right into the Sherman. That was less clever. Second Sherman, though, hiding, might be hoping to draw in the Stug, actually. The Sturmgeschütz, and it looks like it's actually working. That's actually a pretty clever trap, that. Oh, wait, he's advancing the Sherman too swiftly. He could actually wait for me to try and get in, and of course now I'm trying to get away.
Allies are down.
Rifleman also pushing on. Stug taking a bit of damage there, and the Pack 38s are not quite recruited. Recruit? Yes, there we go. Grenadiers and Volksguards moving in to place himself, allow the Stug to turn about. And there we go, he's calling in artillery on some more mobile assets. I'm not entirely sure that's the best idea. Infantry retreats, others hiding right down here in that little pit. And the Stug actually managed to get out of this pretty unscathed. Looks like our American friend will be setting up for another assault. Sherman's moving. One in dire need of repairs, though, and he's not moving in his engineers. Come on, mate. Now getting a tank destroyer. Getting a Kampfkraft center myself. And possibly another Stug. And there we go, assault moving in from the front. Mortar forced to pull away. Grenadiers lobbing a grenade, but not quite managing anything. Forced to retreat. Stug in a bit of trouble. Pack 38 also. Mine hit. Doing a bit of damage, slowing things down. Grenadier team down. Come on. Stug trying to get out of this mess by moving through it, in fact. And looks like the Americans are retreating from this. And where were the Shermans in all of this? I have no idea.
Germans are seizing
Calling in more artillery. I mean, he had some good ideas, but I have no idea. Oh, wait, he's going for the Pack 38. Possibly hoping to knock that out using artillery. Except he's... Wait, there we go. Pack 38 is down. And Tank Destroyer is ready. Nebelwerfer at the same time is ready, though. Of course, we'll have to see how this works out. And we're so quiet.
We're at 100 points and dropping.
And there we go, going after the Stug. There's nothing to really support the Stug, though. Except now my Grenadiers with dual Panzerjets. Pack, though, has been recruited. In fact, managed to open up one of the Shermans. Stug trying to get away. Dual equipped Panzergrenadiers. Opening up more artillery, hoping to get those mobile elements. Heavy losses for the MG42. Sherman down. Grenadiers forced to run away. And M18 could get Panzerfausted by those Volksgrenadiers. Will it happen? There we go, M18 down. Leaving behind only one Sherman. Might want to move in those Stugs, or at least the one Stug, which is in a good state of repair. Now American friend certainly has been suffering quite a bit now. A valiant armored push and OKGG. Well played. And a well played to him as well. So there we go, and of course my apologies for the few slight mistakes here, and of course the abruptness of the game. Again, I'm rather hoping to get up a Saint Cast, of course, to sort of celebrate the 1400, so I hope that will make up for it. But nonetheless, what are the lessons we can learn from this? I mean, we saw some good infantry usage, good usage of BAR's grenades, Trier center, but sadly no medic station. You rather lack that last step to really make this a good thing in the long run. And certainly he had some good ideas with the Shermans, but he was a bit too keen on sort of attacking from the front, not trying to attack from the flank, and certainly he should perhaps have waited, you know, to perhaps move through here with some of his armor, rather than all move them into one clump and then sort of move them through in one spot. That didn't quite work out, as you might have noticed. Of course, I should have probably been a bit more judicious with my packs, but then again, I had some good mining. I'd like to think, you know, on the roads would certainly help me a bit against that first Sherman, plus some attacks by those riflemen. And of course that medic bunker certainly also helped out a bit, so there you go. And of course this another thing I'd just like to point out again was his use of artillery. It was a bit wasteful, and certainly he tried to hit some things which probably shouldn't have been hit. He probably ought to have gone for the packs rather than the Stuke, so there you go. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, why not subscribe to your friends, and if you didn't, well, why not send in a replay of your own? And of course look forward to the second cast today. Cheers.